some tough, tough regional matches going on to Texas, and California counts as regional matches for tennis because of the weird NCAA Division II rule, but we won't go into that. Patty's heard it enough from me as it is through the years. So, yeah, we got what we kind of wanted. We could have won a couple more matches, obviously. We'd be happy winning, but got some good competition, and hopefully it pays off now playing some of the Colorado schools and northern Colorados and Colorado colleges and gets the women ready for the RMAC tournament.
Open it up to questions.
So it's, it's kind of that time of year, getting ready for conference and all. Like you said, you're trying to prepare for that by playing some really good competition.
Yeah, I think the men have played 5 top 25 teams and the women 4 or 5 top 25 teams. So it is what it is, Patty. I mean, you've been doing this long enough. So like you were kind of getting to, I think, getting us ready. Not that these metro states, a top team, Pueblo's a solid team, but I think playing that type of competition in the past is what I've always done kind of as a coach is, kind of play some tougher teams, so to speak, on paper. Nobody's easy, right? But so hopefully it gets us ready. And, we're back at altitude tennis, going down in altitude, which I don't know if you guys understand. The points are longer at low altitude. Those kids train there all the time. So our shot tolerance is a little bit different here at high altitude. It's usually the rallies are 3 to 5 shots. Down at low altitude, you can play defensive tennis better. And it's a mindset that the kids bought into, but it's easy to say we're buying into. But then you get on the court, and the point keeps going on, and your stress level gets higher and higher. So, yeah, I think coming back here, and it won't be as long as road trips, right?
Yeah.
Not that they don't love traveling with me, but 6 hours or 4 hours is going to seem a lot longer than 12 to 14 hours. So I think we have a lot going for us, so hopefully it pays off.
What have you learned about your team from playing all these top 25 opponents?
I've seen they feel like they've got resourceful and they're buying into the things that Coach Smith and Coach Lard, one of our volunteer assistant coaches, has been preaching all year of trying when to pull the trigger at the right time. And tennis, like Will here, has a big serve, and he's looking to be aggressive from the get-go. Emily has a really nice serve for a women's player, but women's tennis is a little bit different than men's tennis. She's got to work the point longer, and Will's done a great job of that this year, working the point, trying to see when you need to play offensive, neutral, and defensive tennis. That's every level you go up from 14, 16, 18s to college, everything just gets better. I'm sure it's like every sport at college. It's everything is just raised a whole nother level.
Do you guys feel like you're improving with all these tough opponents that you have to play every single week?
Yeah, I think we've improved a lot from the beginning of the year. I can tell as a team we've grown a lot through changing the lineup and just through personality-wise. I think everyone has grown a lot. We've all learned a lot. Like you said, we've played 5 or 6 top 20 teams in the nation. So, and we've had really close matches with them. So I think it's some good confidence going into the end of the year. So I hope we can use that momentum to keep moving forward.
What have you kind of taken away from learning how to grind out points, and now it's like, okay, now maybe I can not have to be quite as patient going into some of these matches now?
Right. So, as my coach was saying, all those teams that we've played, we've kind of seen it all. A lot of high competition with those Texas, California schools, and it really tests your patience for sure. And we've been drilling at practice, really working on our shot tolerance, like he was saying. So I think all that work that we've put in and the experience from those competitive teams that we've been playing have really helped prepare our teams going into the end of the season now against the RMAC schools and the Metro, Pueblo, Dixie teams. I think our shot tolerances have increased for sure, and I think just playing all those teams has really prepared us to know when to go for it and when to be a little bit more conservative, I would say, in the points. So.
Was it good to have like a week after that long trip just to kind of get your legs back under you and then B, just kind of work on some things?
And my wife and kids were happy to see me. No, Patty, this year Coach Smith and I had to look at the schedule a little bit different. So we played a few more matches, and we tried to eliminate one weekend of play. And I thought, Davey and I looked at the schedule like, hey, after that tough Texas trip, that long bus ride going down there, it's 14 hours in California, just a little breather. And also in tennis, sometimes it's every sport. College athletics are amazing to me. The basketball, the baseball, the the way we compete and travel, and it's just so condensed, where most, like Roger Federer, no professional tennis player is doing what we're doing. They take a week off, play, travel for 3 weeks in a row when they're young, and then they space it out. So we needed some time to kind of get back to the altitude tennis, to get our legs back underneath you, like I think you were saying, Patty, and just to have a little mental break and, have a little bit of time. I think Will and some guys went up skiing over the weekend on Saturday, and luckily nobody broke a leg or got a knee torn up. And just, catch up on school, catch up on life, and then hopefully be refocused for what I call the last fourth of the season. We kind of broke it into, quarters this year, and that's how Coach Smith and I kind of broke it down and came up with this scheduling idea.
So just go out and ski and say.
Yeah, ski, relax, have fun.
If I break a leg, I'm gonna get.
No, we were pretty safe. We weren't doing any crazy jumps or backflips or anything. We were just having a good time.
That's not what I saw on YouTube.
It was just nice to have a mental break, like our coach said, and physically too, because we were playing match after match after match, and it takes a toll on your body running around and trying every single ball. So it was nice to have a mental and physical break. You come back feeling fresh. And
these two have got to be, I would say, the hardest off-court trainers on our team. Like, they never miss weights. Will pukes at running all the time. And Emily never misses stuff, or she feels really bad. I think she got maybe sick once this year, and she's upset. I'm like, Emily, it's okay. You missed 1 day. Out of 4 years, you've missed 1 day of weights or running and all the sprint work anyway. So these two are, they've been bought in so much, Patty. It's amazing to me.
Does it hit you both, seniors going into your last month of college tennis? That kind of hit you yet?
Not for me, not really. I'm still in the mindset of the competitive mindset. So I'm sure when it's over though, the tears will flow.
Yeah, it's been quite a ride, I would say. I think this season's there's been ups and downs just like every other season, but sometimes, during matches it kind of hits me. I try and stay focused throughout every single match and just not think of it as, oh, this is your last season, this is like your last chance to show them what you got, but sometimes it just kind of hits you randomly, but it's been a great 4 years, and I'm just really looking forward to finishing out the season strong, so.